guys, it's Channal number 5 again, and we are with Rocky, everybody, and Tom, and we're here at DigiTech. So we're going to stand here and tell us a little bit about the product. We know that Rocky here endorsed DigiTech, so.
You want to talk about what our stuff you use?
Sure. I knew about DigiTech my whole, since I started playing guitar, and the first pedal that I ever wanted to have was the Whammy, and the one I'm using now is the Whammy 5, which is the newest Whammy with true bypass and polyphonic pitch effects.
He's hitting all the points already. I'm not gonna have to say anything.
Yeah, I'm doing his job. And it's probably the most important pedal to have on your pedal board. And I think everyone should have it, and most people do. And if you haven't seen a lot of pedal boards, if you look at people like Steve Vai, Joe Satriani, David Gilmour, you'll see it. And David Gilmour, who used the Whammy 1 for many, many years, is now finally using the Whammy 5. So he's with the times.
And here are the Whammies over here.
Let's take a look.
We call it the Whammy family because we have all the way all the way from the Whammy DT, which includes drop tuning, capo tuning, and the traditional Whammy pitch shifting, but also the Whammy 5 like Rocky uses. And then we have the bass Whammy, which is very, very similar to the regular Whammy 5, polyphonic, etc., but it has some intervals that are made just for bass, like tenths and things like that, so you can get kind of that jazzy feel. But also we have some spin-off stuff, like the drop and the ricochet, which pedal board real estate right now is kind of a valuable thing, and so this makes it so that you can get that same Whammy action in a much smaller package. But as I mentioned, David Gilmour uses it, Tom Morello. It's a pretty classic, really high energy sound. And the first Whammy came out, I think it was 25-ish years ago, the Whammy 1, and we've now advanced to the Whammy 5, which is polyphonic, which means you can pitch change all of your all the notes in your chords stay sonorous, and instead of getting all glitchy and garbly. However, that's kind of a cool effect too, and that's DigiTech and Rocky. Good partnership. Yeah. Yep. Good.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, you guys, I see you guys got DOD here. Can you tell me a little bit more about all this?
So a really quick history. DOD started before DigiTech. DOD started in 1974, and DigiTech was actually a division of DOD that started about 1980. But I resurrected DOD in 2013, and this is kind of the more recent DOD releases. We have the Carcosa Fuzz, my baby, and then the Gunslinger, which is the high gain MOSFET distortion. And then the most recent release for DOD is the Rubberneck analog delay. It's 1.5 seconds of analog delay, but a whole bunch of really hidden but cool features. You can create oscillation, you can pitch shift up or down with it, control the rate and the depth of your repeats, as well as darken it up or brighten it up and cause distortion. It's really, really cool. And I know Rocky was using the Gunslinger for a while. Are you still using that?
Absolutely. I would say my favorite new pedal in the last decade is this guy right here, the Gunslinger. It's a really great distortion pedal. It's called a MOSFET distortion, and I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Is it MOSFET?
Mouse.
Mousefet?
There's a little mouse inside there.
Is it Mousefet, really?
No, it's MOSFET.
I was freaking out.
On his wheel right now.
It's running around.
The MOSFET.
So the MOSFET distortion, I would say, just produces a really great harmonic distortion. It's just beautiful. It's a beautiful distortion.
Actually, you're hearing it right now. Donnie's playing through it.
And actually, if you listen to the background, that's the sound of the Gunslinger. To help out, you got the low and high. To get, if you need a little more bass, a little more high end, and then of course you got gain and volume or level to set it the way you want it. So, big fan.
And one pedal I didn't mention here is Looking Glass. That's actually a collaboration between us and a company called Shoe, and it's more of a mid-gain distortion. But the dividing line I have is the analog design pedals are DOD, and then anything that's digital will be DigiTech. And so that's kind of how it's separated out. And that's DOD.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Tom.